Welcome to the channel. I decided to make a channel that was just related to one thing, and that is all things wrestling. Whether it's from gameplay footage of me predominantly playing WWE 2K series or maybe the AEW game that's going to be releasing eventually, covering news that's going on in the wrestling world, predominantly WWE, AEW. It's really going to depend on how much time I have to cover all the different promotions, but it is predominantly going to be WWE and then some AEW. You know, is there an injury update? Was somebody released? Did somebody switch brands? That kind of thing. Opinions, just me sharing random opinions on just random things. Did somebody turn heel that shouldn't have? Should Baron Corbin have worked with JBL? Was that a mistake? Just that sort of thing. And that could have to do with events that occurred at any time. Anytime. Decades ago, present. It could even be speculating things in the future. And then recaps. We could be recapping WWE Raw, SmackDown, some of the AEW shows perhaps, maybe what I quickly thought of the show. Pay-per-view recaps is probably going to be like a bigger one. And then history, just that, just talking about the wrestling business as a whole, whether it's the video games or the actual shows themselves, how when Monday Night Raw, for example, first came out, it was very poorly done because of the budget, and how back in the day when I was a young kid watching wrestling, it was always like someone like, let's say, Razor Ramon, and they were always wrestling like a local talent, so you always knew who was going to win, you know, that kind of stuff. And then that can tie back into opinions, how I thought that was ridiculous, how I much prefer how it is now. Like now you'll have something like, let's say, Seth Rollins versus The Miz. You don't really know who's going to win, right? Because they're both A-tier, if you will, wrestlers. So that's just to kind of give you the gist of it. Gameplay is going to definitely be the biggest part of this channel. And while I am playing the games, I could be just discussing the game. Maybe I'm going to discuss any of the other things that I've mentioned down below in the list during my gameplay. And there's going to be absolutely nothing else, no drama, unless it's stuff that's going on Twitter with like Disco Inferno getting on Dave Meltzer's case or something like that. So there's going to be a little bit of that, which to me is a little bit of a news thing too, right? So yeah, really excited to see if this ever goes anywhere. I already have a semi-successful channel, like I said, that's kind of all over the place, and it's very messy. I'm really excited for this one because it's going to be consistent with just all things wrestling, and it is arguably one of my absolute biggest passions in the world, along with wildlife photography, playing guitar, and all that kind of stuff, which I won't discuss on that channel. This one, that is. Why? Because this is all things wrestling. So, there you have it. If you think this might be something you're interested in, you already know what to do. Take care, and maybe I'll see some of you in the next one. Bye for now.